Alright, I think I got everything working again. OBS kind of gave me a little bit of trouble there. So we'll just wait a second just to make sure everything's working properly. Sorry for the delay there. I don't know what happened. Stream just kind of cut off, but it seems to be working now, so we'll continue on. Anyways, like we were saying, that's rough what happened to this guy.
Yeah, but what can you do? I was stripped of my casino apartment and all of my belongings and booted back into Freeside. From there, I didn't have a lot of career options, as my rep was destroyed. So the escort job sort of fell into my lap. No pun intended. Well, I suppose you could look at it that way, but I was packing a whole different kind of heat. No, escort just sounds better than man whore.
I mean, yeah, it is the subtle way of putting it.
Yep. I was damn good at my job, too. But after a while, I just felt like a piece of meat and had to quit. When I quit the escort job, I had enough money to buy a pistol belt and some other gear. Bodyguards make a good, honest living, and I had the wits and physical build to handle most thugs. After saving a few tourists from trouble, I got a reputation for being a stand-up guy again, and after a decade, managed to save up enough to retire.
Quite the storied life he has.
All right.
But, how would you like to be an escort again?
I'm retired, but life has been a bit dull without some kind of action. What's the job? Ah, I get you. So you think because of my past escort work, I'd be interested in that kind of thing. I got out of that work because it just made me feel empty inside. What makes you think I would ever go back to that degradation?
We'll butter him up a little bit.
You know what? You're right. I looked at the whole thing from the wrong angle. I suppose I could be a loving muse to some, while simply relieve stress and tension in others. Thanks for that insight. Tell Garrett I'd be happy to start at the Wrangler immediately. This should be a nice change of pace from retirement.
Well, that's one down. Anyways, the other person that we are coming to find was... Yes, you get to show you what happens. As you see the dead guy over there, so that's what happens if you try and run past the Securitrons there. Is the other person we need to talk to over here.
Hello. Lovely to meet you.
We could ask her who she is, but if you do, she just stops talking to you, so we'll just...
In that case,
We're
I
here
suppose
for
you're
her.
here to collect. I apologize, but I simply do not have enough caps on me to cover the debt. If someone were to recover my caravan from that cave, I could easily pay in full, but who would bother with such a mess?
So again, a few ways we can get through this. Barter, speech being some of the general ways. You could also go find her caravan. But because we took the lady killer perk, we can actually just riz her up and she'll give us the money.
Oh, you charming, wonderful hunk of a man. I agree. I cannot risk my reputation on such a paltry sum. Here is what I owe, paid in full. I may scrape a bit to get home to California, but I'm a resourceful woman. Here is the last known location of my caravan, if you feel like looking for it. Until we meet again, handsome.
And that's one of the debts done. So we'll go find the others. Thankfully the others are just on the other side of Freeside. past this gate here. We'll also be coming back to the King's School of Impersonation. That'll be quite the time.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Again, I'm 99% sure you shouldn't be shouting that out loud. I'm just going to do a quick save while we're here. Just in case Fallout New Vegas decides it wants to be Fallout New Vegas and crash on me. Here's another one of the debts that we need to find.
Hey, man. Can you spare a few caps?
Quite the options we get. We could just punch him right in the face if we want to. We're not. We're just, ask him if he's the person.
That all depends on who's asking. Ah, crap. I was hoping they'd forget about my tab. Look, I've got the caps right here. Just don't hurt me.
We can, get a little bit more out of him. And I think I'm feeling a little devious.
Okay, here. That's everything I've got except the clothes on my back. I'm sorry about this.
If you do have enough speech, you can actually, take the clothes off of his back, but we don't, and I don't feel like getting the failure for it.
I won't. Thanks for not killing me.
But I will take the extra money he gives us. The last debt we need is, just over here. We'll also stop by Mick and Ralph's like we were told to earlier.
How are you today? Santiago is fabulous. Santiago does not owe anyone. Santiago is a Freeside VIP.
No, what the fuck do you mean VIP?
Yes, indeed. Santiago is very important. I even have a discount in Mick and Ralph's. Perhaps you could use Santiago's discount. For 50 caps, Santiago will tell you the super secret code word to get a discount with Mick.
Yeah, I'd rather just pay the 25 caps.
25 caps will do. Tell Mick Santiago sent you, and the code word is extravaganza. He will set you up. Sir, Santiago told you. Santiago has no debts.
You can't just punch him in the face. I'm just gonna do the speech.
I didn't think she was upset enough to have me killed. Here are the caps, Al. I do the Santiago act to get out of paying for services every once in a while. I didn't think it could possibly get me killed. Later.
Now that's all of the debts. But we'll go back once we've collected everyone that we need.
Yep. Hey, thanks for getting Bill Ronte fixed up. I was really getting sick of paying for water. Now, what can I do for you?
We'll see if he knows where we can get a sex bond.
Are you some kind of machine fetishist or something? Well, the only place I know of locally would be Cerulean Robotics. But that place has been overrun by vermin for years. If you want to check the place out, you can find it on the west side of Freeside. The entrance is on the back side of the building. Just watch out for thugs. The rats aren't the only vermin you need to worry about.
I will ask him about a holotape.
Well, I don't know of any, but if you give me a few days and some caps, I think I could probably make one on my terminal.
I'm not. I'm not paying for this.
All right. Come back in a couple days, and I should have it ready for you.
He does say a couple days.
Thanks for stopping in.
It's really just a day. We can just wait 24 hours. Hopefully we won't die from starvation or dehydration or sleep deprivation, but I'm sure.
Fancy meeting you here, friend.
You're awfully close to me, Victor. What the fuck? It's good to see you again.
Yep. This is getting mighty embarrassing. People gonna start to talk.
Okay, I was kind of in the middle of something. Well,
Look me up when you get to New Vegas. I'll buy the first round.
Lovely weather, huh?
well, that was weird. All right, we're just gonna continue to wait. I think we still have like 21 or 22 hours left.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work, and said to give you this.
Well, that's a benefit of helping out Freeside. Is, sometimes one of the king members will stop you and just give you stuff. I'm doing quite poorly. As you can see, this is what happens if you start to let your, food and sleep and water go down. You'll start to get quite the hefty penalty to your special stats. So we're going to try and fix that as quickly as possible. No. We may have to find some more water for us. But we should be good on the hunger front at least.
Man, Jacob's absinthe is phenomenal stuff. I don't think I've slept this well in ages. If you haven't tried it yet, he's been supplying the Wrangler with the stuff. So, what can I get you?
I need my holotape, please.
Yep, here you go. You'll need to use a terminal to upload the data to the robot.
We'll also see if they can set up a deal.
We don't have the stills and equipment to supply the amount of meds they're looking to purchase. You could check with other wasteland merchants, but I think your best bet would be the Atomic Wrangler. They've got a bunch of stills and a seemingly endless supply of grain alcohol, which could be used as anesthetic or disinfectant.
Again, this is a little wink, nudge, to kind of let you know that you should probably talk to the Atomic Wrangler if you're doing the followers
Come back
thing.
anytime.
We'll see if we can find some water now that we're not doing too well. A lot of thugs were trying to run up on us, though.
Oh, this guy! Is that it?
Well, at least we have the help of the locals. I think we can find the water pump around here somewhere.
Come to Mick and
I don't
Ralph's
think it's
for
too
all your
far.
shopping needs.
I believe it's right here.
Hey, you helped out Bill Ronte, so the followers worked out a deal for you to drink free.
How good for us. We kind of need water.
Sure thing.
We can also buy water from him, but we're just going to drink it straight from the source right now.
If we let everyone run amok, the damn NCR would shut us down. Gotta have some way to regulate usage. Bye.
And thankfully, it's also rad-free, so we won't poison ourselves by doing this. So, we'll come back here. Probably if we need an emergency drink of water. There's the next people we're looking for back inside the followers base. We can also talk to Julie if she's still around about finishing that deal.
Good day.
We might have to wait till... Oh, no, never mind. She's... Nope, we might have to wait till day. But we can at least talk to this ghoul.
Howdy.
We'll see who they are first. It's a little mean to just ask questions.
I've been around a while. Currently working for the followers as a gun for hire, but it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked, who I could chat up about liquor, got transferred. And the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun.
What are you doing here?
I joined up looking for a decent paying job. Granted, the pay's all right, but they won't let me kick back and slog a brew at the end of the day. They're worried the filthy drunkies in detox seeing me drink will cause an immediate relapse. I say their rehab effort here is just a revolving door.
Well, that's kind of a nihilistic view of what they're trying to do here.
I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish are especially exciting to explore.
That's not a bit correct. That's pretty on the nose, actually.
Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while?
So let's talk about something else first. Yeah, it's very obvious now that she may be the person we're looking for to be the ghoul. To
What do you
satisfy
have
the
in
ghoul
mind?
finish. But considering she's a ghoul, she
And
might
I
have a
may
lot
have
of useful
answers.
information about the area, considering she's lived for quite a while, I'd say. Most ghouls tend to be generally over 100 in the Fallout games, I find.
What starts in misery tends to stay there. Freeside wasn't Freeside until 6 or 7 years ago. That's when Mr. House's robots rolled out of the Lucky 38 and started pushing everyone who wouldn't join him off the strip. Lots of folks died. Some scattered to the winds. The rest wound up in Freeside and seemed never to lose the habit of living like refugees.
It's always a class divide. No matter the universe, it's just ever present.
What about him? Pretty much the sort of gang you'd find anywhere else, just with better clothes. The king himself, though, he's got that something special you can't put a finger on. Too bad he likes girls with skin.
That's... You know, I don't think about that too much when I play these games, but that does gotta be a rough situation as a ghoul on either side of the gender.
I reckon they care about getting water and electricity from the dam, and that's where it ends. The locals here are just an inconvenience to them, something to step over or stomp down. They're here for the resources, plain and simple.
Average government. Just looking for resources. Just looking, stamp things down.
Before or after the human race shot itself in the foot? I've been around long enough to have both opinions, see. Before the war, Mr. House was a famous captain of industry. Robotics, to be specific. Seemed charming in interviews, until he became a recluse. Since the war, though, didn't make a peep for near 200 years. But when he came back strong and killed a lot of people. I don't know how they do it. They're like saints, those followers. If they didn't charge for their services, I'd think they was crazy. But nah, they're just naive. Warms their heart.
Hey, nothing wrong with a little bit of naivete. In my opinion, at least.
Couple of rad scorpions, those two. Gloria is the stable one, but she'd slit your throat if there's a profit in it. Or rather, she'd tell her brother to do it for her. John Baptiste is one of the sicker humans I've had the displeasure of observing.
Again, no one likes the Van Graffs.
What did you want to know?
And I don't really blame them.
They already have that pig McCaffrey working for them. Do they need another guard?
No, not exactly.
I've escorted my share of idiot tourists around Freeside. Too much trouble for what it pays.
We're being a little bit... Need to be a little bit more on the nose with her, I feel.
I'm all boot, knives, and leather, friend. And a ghoul besides. What kind of weirdo wants what I've got?
Hey, there's a fetish for everything out there.
Weirdos into bullwhips and necrosis, huh? Doesn't sound half bad. What am I thinking? I'm no whore. And I ain't about to hand my ass over to some penny ante hustler like he owns me.
Hey, maybe you can make your own hours. That's always nice. We love making our own hours.
They do have a damn good selection of hooch over at the Wrangler.
I mean, that's a bonus, too.
If I get to choose my customers, if I get to be a little rough with them, if my cut is fair, and if I get that discount, that just might work. Tell the Garretts I'll stop by to work out terms.
And that's another one collected.
Yep.
Hello.
So she should head off to, the Wrangler now. I'm just gonna see if I can talk to Julie quickly to get this whole deal set up.
Welcome. That's phenomenal. Who did you find?
The Garrett twins? You're not gonna be happy about that.
They supply Freeside with drugs and liquor. From my point of view, they're just better organized pushers. Upgrading their stills would increase their supply of liquor and chems. How does that help Freeside?
Just help them out, yo.
Good point. We wouldn't be paying anything for their supplies, just a portion of our food waste to make ethanol. We get food from nearby wasteland farmers in exchange for medical services, so we could put our caps back into helping Freeside. Tell the Garretts we'll keep their stills running if they provide us with supplies. Thank you for arranging this. You've been a godsend.
So, that's more. Followers' reputation that we build. Hey, so let's go find the sex bot, shall we? Thankfully, again, we don't have to move too far to go find it. It's still in Freeside. But I think I am going to switch weapons before we get to that building. Every time I come this way in this game, I always wish that they expanded Freeside just a little bit more. Added a few more buildings, or more people that you could talk to and just kind of... would help kind of expand the... make the outer area feel a little bit more lived in. That's what I'm trying to say. But, you know, limitation of the game, as well as time limitations that the developers had working on this game. Make that kind of hard. There's nothing too hard in here for us to fight, just a bunch of rats. So, we'll just use the cleaver, because I don't feel like wasting ammo. Bunch of electrical supplies, robot supplies. That's what I mean to say. Check a few of these desks, see if they have any things that we'll want to take. We'll always take the cigarettes just for trading. We don't have a lockpick for that yet. I was a little tempted to take the plunger, but alas, I don't feel like it's worth carrying extra weight. We'll steal some of those energy cells. Upload this routine here.
Fully integrated security technotronic officer active and reporting for duty.
Yeah, let's just call him Fisto.
Yes, sir. Fisto reporting for duty. Please assume the position.
I mean, might as well see if it works, right?
Servos active. Operation complete. Thank you for your business. I will require a hardware and software upgrade to offer enhanced services.
Anyways, we can send him.
Yes, sir.
Send him on his way. And that's the last of the prostitutes we need to find. Just gonna switch weapons now that we're done here.
Lucky what we have here, ladies. Another unsuspecting ponce.
Bunch of grannies are ganging up on me.
Come on!
Not exactly the strongest. They do just have rolling pins, which is the weakest melee weapon in this game. She's quite agile for oh, she has a knife. Okay, never mind. She's dangerous. Put the switchblade on the granny. Well, I'm glad they didn't destroy Fisto at least. But we'll take some of their stuff and be on our way. I was not expecting that one lady to pull out a knife. Had me thinking I was out in London. Never expected the big knife. Anyways, we can sneak through this door to get to the atomic wrangler a little quicker.
Yep.
So, as you can see, during certain times of the day, either Garrett will be here, or the other one will be here, or both of them will be here. It's varies on the time.
Hey, chum. Welcome back.
We'll give him the good news, all of the good news.
Hey, that's great. We'll get some supplies sent over today as a show of good faith. Once our stills are upgraded, we'll never be short on liquor for our patrons. If Jacob Hoff is sober, we might even have a few new drinks on tap. Most might view us as drug-dealing enablers around here. But honestly, we care about our patrons. It's bad business for people to get addicted. We've got enough crime in Freeside without a bunch of strung-out junkies robbing traders and gamblers to afford their next fix.
I mean, I will say, at least they get it. As people who do push, you know, alcohol and chems and stuff. At least they understand that it's not a good habit to be having your customers be overly addicted to the things that you're selling. It just creates a lot of problems down the road. And just we'll let him know that we found all of the escorts he was looking for.
You did? Ha, damn! I've been looking for one of those for years. For my customers, I mean, I'm not into that kind of shit.
You know, thing is, I'm gonna need some extra money.
You're right, you're right. Something like this, it's worth a little extra because it's gonna keep on satisfying you. Those disgusting fetishists, I mean. Something wrong with someone if they gotta fuck a machine.
Like, honestly, it's fine. You can... It's... like... 2081. Or not 2020. 200... 2,281. You can be honest about your, willingness to want to fuck a machine, dude.
It is? It will? My God, imagine the possibilities. It didn't happen to come with an owner's manual, did it? Ah, forget it. Trial and error should do it.
We'll let them know we have the other ones, too.
And who would that be? I've heard some stories of that old guy. I'm amazed he's still alive with how much he's been through. If the stories are true, he'll be a valuable commodity here at the Wrangler. I appreciate the find. Imagine that! What's his name and when's he start?
Well, it's a her to begin with.
A she, huh? Well, I guess the customer who made that request can't get everything he wants. Hell, who knows? He might not even notice the difference.
Well, that's very backhanded.
With Jacob Hoff sobered up, there are new drinks on the menu and sales are strong. People love the new absinthe and rum and nuka. Sure, take a look.
So we can actually get both absinthe and, well, like you mentioned, rum and nuka, although he doesn't seem to have it right now. They're just extra alcohol drinks. Not really too different from the other ones.
Yep.
Anyways, we'll wait until the other, his sister's out. I think we might have to wait till morning, though.
What can I get you, friend? I don't care how you handled those lumps of human refuse, but you got the job done. We need you to hunt down another person. That son of a bitch McCaffrey stole a ton of caps and ran off to Vegas. I guess the fact that we farmed out his usual work to you pissed him off. No one steals from the Garrett twins. If you can kill that bastard and bring back as much as you can, you'll be paid very well.
Well, I don't know if we exactly have the money to get on the strip yet.
See the king. I'm sure he could work something out to get you in. You'll need to prove you're worth his time, but it'll be well worth it.
Oh, we'll find McCaffrey if we get on the strip.
Good. Just stop on back when he's dead and you'll be rewarded handsomely. Bring his hat as proof of the kill. Bye.
Well, we almost have enough caps.
Morning.
I think we'll talk to the king, though. Both because I like the king and he might have a a few jobs he needs us to do that can pay.
Thirsty? Horny?
What do we have here? Another petitioner for the king?
I wonder if you can guess who they're trying to be.
Who's the king? You believe this, asshole man? In Freeside, the kings rule. And the king rules the kings. Got it?
Got it.
Anything's possible, I suppose. How much is it worth to you to meet the big man?
We'll give him 50 caps. 500's a little bit too much.
You know what? I think you and the king have some business to discuss. Head on through. The king's the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him.
And this is the king.
Look, Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you?
You always charge people to come talk to you?
Charge? Pays must be added again. What did he take you for?
I mean, it's not worth mentioning.
You're modest. I respect that. So, what can I do for you?
Give me some work, please. I need at least like 400 caps before we can get on the strip.
Maybe so. Maybe so. You look like you might be able to handle yourself. Tell you what, you do me a favor, and I'll have some more work for you when it's done. Sound good?
Sure.
I'll start you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the gates when you entered Freeside?
So, we actually didn't see the bodyguards because we entered through the other gate, but if you go through the gate that's on the farther side, the other side of the Crimson Caravan, there's a few bodyguards that stand there. But we'll tell them no, because we didn't.
It's good money if you can stay alive long enough. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is. Recently, my men tell me that one of those bodyguards, a fella named Oris, is making a little too much money. He's making a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. Play the part of an innocent tourist and follow his lead. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Call it a hunch. So, what do you say?
But why?
You may have noticed that some of those guards out there are kings, too. I'm just looking out for my men. I'm not trying to get some kind of unfair advantage. I just want a level playing field for my boys. So, what do you say?
We'll tell him, sure.
Okay, then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report. Oh, and take this to cover the hiring cost.
So he does give us money that technically we could use to get into the strip, but we are going to have to pay the 200 caps anyways if we're going to continue this quest, so might as well just keep it for now.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph.
Probably help if I turned on the quest as well. Because we didn't come in through this way, so we didn't see the bodyguards that are lined up here. But this is the man we need to talk to.
If you need to cross Freeside, no one will keep you safer than I will. 200 caps gets you my watchful eye for a trip to the South Gate.
Sure thing.
Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. In order to ensure your safety, I need you to follow my instructions to the letter. We'll be heading down the main street here the whole way down. No detours. You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another customer. I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind. Now let's head out.
think, and I'm just gonna check, I think I have the medical ability I need for this one. I'm gonna get stopped here by this guy.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right?
To your left here is the old Mormon fort. You get
We will
roughed up,
see
the
that
followers there will patch you right
a
up.
little bit every
Not
time
that
we're
I
in
ever need their
Freeside.
services. Up
Will it
ahead
be
on the next
annoying?
block is where the kings
Yes.
hang out.
But
Don't
It
let
can
them
be
scare
bought.
you.
It can
appreciate
be
it.
found
Stuff
at
they
Nick
give
and
us.
Ralph's.
Down to the right here is the fun part of town. You haven't seen Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler. Hey, slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around.
Bunch of people kind of just standing there. So he's gonna try and take us down this alleyway. And try and run ahead of us.
Gotcha. Thought you could ambush us, huh?
Which, thankfully, we do have enough medicine that if we go over to the bodies, we can kind of look at them and, yeah, they're not dead.
Nothing to worry about. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd be up to your ass in lowlife right about now.
We can also mention that he only shot 3 times, but 4 people also died. Or quote-unquote died.
Noticed that, did you? I keenly aimed one of the shots through some soft tissue of one of them to hit the man behind him.
Ask him why you're right.
Call it a hunch. You do this job for long enough, and you learn to trust your instincts.
So, you'll continue to take us to the main entrance.
Well, here we are. No worse for wear, are you? I trust that if you need to cross Freeside again, you'll know who to hire.
But we have enough evidence that he is, kind of a sham. Which I don't blame him for trying to make a little bit of caps, but maybe don't do it by lying to people.
Watch out!
Oh. Think I might have scared everyone in here by accident. Seems to have calmed down now, though.
What do you have for me? So that's how it happens. Okay, then. I'll have some guys pull him off the street when no one's looking. You've shown me something, so maybe you can help me with a matter that's a little more important. A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer number of people that have come into the area since the Strip was built. In turn, the newcomers, most of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. Sometimes things get violent. This is one of those occasions. Recently, a few friends of mine were attacked, and I want you to find out who did it. Word's come that they just woke up over at the old Mormon fort just north of here. Head on over, see if they remember anything.
Yeah, we can do that.
Good. I like that enthusiasm. Return when you have some information we can use.
It's a cute little dog. I am quite the dog lover.
Personal space meaning anything to you, guy?
I just exited the door. What are you talking about? What? Very hostile for no reason.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
You're the gentleman that the king was alluding to.
What is it? Can't you see I want to be left alone with my friend here?
The king asked me to help you out.
Oh, that's different then. How can I help? I'll do anything to get the bastards that did this.
Tell me what happened.
Well, it happened at night, around 11. We'd recently made some caps off a bit of scrap we found and wanted to invest it wisely. As we were leaving the Wrangler, we must have taken a wrong turn and ended up in the squatter side of town. From out of nowhere, these big guys show up and start barking questions at us, wanted to know if we were locals. The kid there's about as proud as a local around here gets, and started yelling back at him. Then all hell broke loose. Kid got the worst of it, sad to say. They were big guys, young too, no old geezers like me. Hell, none of them looked even half my age. I was mostly face down in the dirt, begging for my life when it happened, so I only got a quick look at them.
Well,
I hope you find the bastards that did this.
Not much to go on.
If you want,
but
try asking my friend Wayne over there about him. He saw more than I did.
maybe his friend knows more.
Wayne, it's okay. The king sent him.
That true? Did the king really send you?
Yes.
I don't really know what else I can add. They were a bunch of guys, better dressed than most Freesiders, I guess. That help?
Yeah, everything helps, bud.
Sorry I couldn't help more, especially since you're being so nice. Hey, wait, I just remembered something. I might have heard one of the guys that attacked us call another by name. We had just about had it when one of them said, "Hey, Lou, we gotta go." At least I think he said Lou. Might have been something else. Now that I think of it, he said Lou something with a T. Tenant, that's what he called him. Lieutenant.
He probably said Lieutenant, Wayne. The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant sometimes.
Well, that's mean to say about your friend. Well, we'll take the information back to the king then.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Quite a lot of loading screens we have to run through.
Have you found anything out? Or were you just here to chat? Bunch of soldier boys, huh? They usually don't come around these parts since their big base is on the other side of the strip. If they're coming over here now, it's gotta be for a reason. I didn't want to believe the rumors that they're looking to take over Vegas, but now, if something big is going down, I'm sure rumors of it will have spread. Ask around, particularly in the squatter areas where the NCR folk hang. You might also mosey on over to the Mormon fort and chat Julie Farkas up. The followers tend to be in the know about these things. Just don't ask her what to do about it. She'll probably ask you to hug someone or something.
Now, I am also going to ask him a little bit more questions.
What can the king do for you?
Just while we're here. Just get his rundown on everything that's going on.
Near as I can tell, with some sort of religious institution. Oh, I know it says school out front, but everything in here seems to be related to the worship of some guy from back in the day. People used to come here to learn about him, to dress like him, move like him, to be him. If that's not worship, I don't know what is.
I mean, to an outside observer, if I were to also find the Elvis School of Impersonation in Vegas after, like, say, like, the world's been destroyed, I also, too, would think it's probably some religious institution that worshipped, like, one dude.
Not a whole lot to tell. There were only a few books left in here when we found it, and those were rotted away. There were some posters left that were pretty well preserved, which is how we know all this stuff was based on the same guy. The thing of it is, we don't even know what his name was. All the posters just referred to him as the King.
A little cute way of not having Elvis's name in the game, but still alluding to him.
Well, that and the giant sign outside. This place could have been the King's House of Dog Chow, and I still would have taken the name. But I like to think I keep the memory alive. As far as we can tell, the guy that built this place was considered the coolest of the cool, and taught other people how to be more like him. People would come all around to learn how to sing, dance, dress, and even speak the way he did. Something like that, yeah. There were some working tapes here when we first got here, so we know what he sounded like. Sadly, they stopped working a few years back, so I sold them to a junk merchant who was passing through. Otherwise, I'd play some for you. All the outfits you see my guys wearing around were originally found in here too, along with more hair gel than you can shake a stick at. Sure thing. What'd you have in mind?
You got a really cute dog.
I got Rex here from a salvager a few years ago. He was a little dinged up when I got him, but one of the followers fixed him right up. He's been acting peculiar for some time now. I took him to the followers and had him checked out, and they said his brain is bad or something.
But, poor doggo, let me help. Let me help. I will be annoying until you let me help.
I don't know. Maybe. If you found a way to help my poor Rex here, I'd be much obliged. Your best bet will be to talk to Julie Farkas over at the old Mormon fort north of here. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did.
So, the dog is also a companion that we'll get. It is one that I will take, but we're, like the other companions, not going to have them around for right now. We'll ask the king what he thinks about Freeside, though.
To understand Freeside, you have to look back a few years. Originally, we were all just tribes making a living in this area. That all changed when Mr. House came around. He made an offer to the 3 biggest tribes that were willing to listen to him. Today, everyone calls those tribes the 3 families, and they live in luxury and run their own casinos in the Strip. The rest of us were left to fight over the crumbs, living in the shadow of those more fortunate. Things got pretty nasty for a while, but we wanted more. A place of our own, a place where no one could tell us what to do, and we didn't want to go elsewhere to find it. So we took control of this place and made it our own. That's really all Freeside is, the best of a bad situation.
I think we asked most about the kings, but we'll still get them to tell us about it.
We're different than other gangs, and not just because we dress better. We're not just a group of thugs looking for our next fight. The kings are about an idea, you see, where every man is free to follow his own path, do his own thing, where every man is a king in his own right.
You know, good propaganda, but if that's true, why isn't everyone else in your gang?
We've tried to pass our philosophy on to the people of Freeside, but not everyone is ready to be a king. The kids love us, but the old-timers tend to shy away and keep to themselves, and they probably couldn't pull off the look anyway. As for the others, some people just plain don't respect others, and that's a no-no. If there's one thing I won't tolerate, it's lack of respect.
I also think a lack of respect is a big no-no.
Whoa there. Not just anyone can be a king. First of all, we usually only accept people native to the area. Second, I have to approve, and I don't. You haven't shown me you've got what it takes to be a king yet. But if you're fixing to join something fierce, stick around, and if you play your cards right, things might change.
I'll take you up on that offer, my friend.
Sure thing. What'd you have in mind?
Almost done.
Pace? He and
Still
I
got a few
grew up
things
together
to chat
around
with.
here. We've been through a lot together. There's no man I'd rather have at my side in a pinch. Don't judge him too harshly for trying to get some caps out of you. He probably took you for a squatter, looking for a place to settle down. There have been a lot of people moving into the area lately, and it's got some people riled. Can't blame them myself. There's only so much to go around.
Now, who are the big shots here? Who do we have to look for?
There's me, but I don't really like talking about myself. There's Julie Farkas and the other followers down at the old Mormon fort. The Garrett twins up at the Wrangler deserve mention. Wouldn't be right not mentioning the Van Graffs, I suppose. And while they're not important in the overall scheme of things, there's Mick and Ralph, too. Just don't tell them I said that. Who all did you want to know about?
We'll just get the full rundown again. Mainly just because I kind of like hearing the King's voice.
Julie represents the followers of the Apocalypse. They're a group that tries to help people out whenever they can, so we get along just fine. If you ever need to get patched up, one of their docs will have you right as rain in no time flat. They sell supplies, too, or used to. Heard they were having trouble bringing stuff in, or keeping up with the demand, or something lately. Did you want to know about anyone else? Them twins run the Atomic Wrangler, the only working casino here in Freeside. It's become pretty much the place to go around these parts. Give it a whirl when you've got some time. Now, was there anyone else you wanted to know about? They're a family-run business from out west that deal in weapons, mostly. A word of caution, though. They're not a friendly bunch. Not at all. Their store is just past the Wrangler and sells all kinds of fancy weapons that most people around here can't afford. Anyone else you wanted to know about?
What's the skinny is such an old but good phrase.
Mick and Ralph sell all sorts of things at a small store over by the East Gate. They've done all right by us, and they'll do all right by you. You want to know about anyone else?
I mean, he definitely doesn't have a lot to say about them, but...
Sure thing. What'd you have in mind?
Funny to ask about it that way.
All right. I'll see you later.
Well, I guess we're off to go talk to Julie quickly. We have been going to and from the old Mormon fort quite a lot this.
We've got stuff
This
we're not
stream.
even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph.
And I promise you, it's not going to be the last time we keep going in and out of here.
Hey, good to see you.
There's a few things we need to talk about. We'll start from the top.
Rex? It breaks my heart every time I see him. He's such a good dog. Yes, a few months ago. We had to tell him there was nothing we could do.
Do I know who voices Veronica? Yes, Felicia Day voices Veronica. There are a few other VAs that I recognize in the game, and I will point them out when I hear them. I believe some of the people I recognize in this game, Liam O'Brien's in the game. Oh, the names are escaping me now. Now that I'm trying to think of them. There's a few people from, like, Critical Role, if you know that podcast. A few of them are in this game. Damn, that's just slipping my mind now that I'm trying to think of it. It'll come to me, I promise. It'll come back to me.
No, Rex's condition is way beyond
Matt Mercer?
anything we can
No,
handle.
not Matt Mercer.
He requires
It's the,
brain
one
surgery
of the
and
players,
some
another one of the
sophisticated
players.
cybernetics work, too.
I'll try and remember as we're talking. Taliesin, Jeff. No, not him either.
I didn't say that. While no one here has that kind of expertise, I do know of one man who might fit the bill. There's an old scientist named Dr. Henry who reportedly specializes in this sort of procedure. He'd probably be your best bet. Last I heard, he was living up in Jacobstown, far to the northwest. No problem.
Travis Willingham. No, not him either, I don't think. It's, gotta have it up here. Just give me a second. I know. My bad. I am taking a while. Sam Riegel, yes, that's the one I was thinking of. He's also in this game.
I'm honestly pleasantly surprised they would help us out. But I can see the Garretts aren't doing this out of the goodness of their hearts. Well, it looks like you've earned yourself a discount on supplies now that we'll be fully covered.
We won't be hearing her for a while.
This supply deal will aid our work immensely.
There's a few other people that you might recognize if you think about it. Ron Perlman's in the game. He's the narrator. Danny Trejo is also in the game. He's one of the companions that you can find. Fred Tacitor? I never know how to pronounce his name. He's also in the game. He plays a few characters. Dave Fennoy's in the game. Who you might recognize from, I believe he did Lee in the Walking Dead game. He's also in the game. There's a lot of, popular VAs that had a start in here. A lot of them play a lot of the NPCs, like the more not important NPCs that you find around.
Only a little. A friend of mine, Major Elizabeth Kieran, has been handing out supplies to the poor a little west of here. What about it? I know something's got them riled up, but I've been too busy with other matters to really look into it. If you're looking into the matter, talk to Elizabeth. She's in charge of the operations here in Freeside, though she won't open up to you right away. If Elizabeth holds out on you, tell her that I sent you. She should be a little more forthcoming if you mention my name. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
I think that's all we need from Julie here. I always find it weird that when you say goodbye to her, she just gives you a bunch of ellipses. Not a fan of goodbyes. Oh yeah, Matthew Perry's also in this game. He plays Benny. Now that I'm remembering all the voice actors.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
We need to head to the squatter camp, so we're gonna go this way, because it's just around the corner. Kind of the same way that we went to get to the Cerulean Robotics place. As you can see, it's just this little area. You can see the guards outside.
Hold up. What's the password?
Password is... Password. Let me in.
If you're here to see the Major, then I suppose it's all right. Head on through.
Here you go. I hope this helps.
We talked to the Major here. There's if we wanted to take our time and sneak into the back room with all this food, we could get a lot of
Welcome.
A lot of our food.
There's food and water here for any citizen of the NCR.
Done.
Please, have some.
stave off starvation for us for a while, but that will take quite a while, and I don't have the patience for that.
No, I'm afraid we don't. Don't you have a friend you wanted to bring in?
Although, if we do the dialogue like this, she will give us extra
You were
food.
right. But here, take another helping for your friend. It'll be our secret.
Which is nice. Extra stuff that I don't have to find.
Yes? Was there something else you needed? Yes. I'm a major in the supply corps, which is where this food and water comes from. Like I said before, we don't. And I'm not inclined to discuss why.
So, we're going to have to mention Julie Farkas to get her to talk to us.
You know Julie? Not everyone in the NCR sees eye to eye with the followers, but they're okay in my book, mostly because of her. If you really want to know, we sent an envoy to the king, offering to coordinate the relief effort.
What happened?
Our envoy was brutally beaten, and only barely survived. My superiors ordered the relief mission scrapped. I managed to get clearance to carry out the mission anyway, but with greatly reduced support. Now there's not enough supplies to go around, even if I wanted to serve the rest of Freeside, which I don't. That's all in the past now. I should get back to work. Say hi to Julie for me.
Hey.
Oh. Go give King the information now. Again, I will never not sing the praises of the sprint mod in this game. One of the few things that I think was a definite boon that Fallout 4 added to this series was the ability to sprint. As well as having grenades that you could throw that you wouldn't have to switch into your inventory to get. That was also a good change that they made.
Well, hey there. I heard that NCR soldier lady told you some wild story about them sending a messenger to us to work out some deal. That's bullshit, and it's nothing to bother the king with. More like they sent someone to spy on us and he wasn't tough enough to last in Freeside. So do everyone a favor and keep your mouth shut about it, okay?
How about... fuck off?
That's a shame. Well, do what you want. Just don't expect it to matter.
Thanks for the follow.
Personal space meaning anything to you,
I
guy?
hate you, meat man. Appreciate it.
You find out something about them soldier boys yet?
I did.
Handing out supplies? Like food and stuff? That ain't nothing to get ruffled over. You find anything else?
Yes, I did.
Ah, that would explain the goons. They're here to keep people like my friends away from the food. That ain't something I support. No, sir. Wait a minute. They said what? Huh. That would explain why they're all riled at us. Seems like we have a big misunderstanding. What the hell?
Well, good night. It was good having you.
King, we've got problems.
Lay it on me. What's going on?
There's a shootout going down near the train station. It's Pacer and some strangers. Might be NCR.
What is that fool doing? I need you to head out there and try to defuse the situation. Tell them I'm willing to cooperate.
All right, we're gonna have to skedaddle towards them before something dangerous happens.
You want someone dead?
Wanna get lucky?
Really dead?
Head on down to the atomic ring.
Yeah, Pacer may have caused a little fucking incident here. Not good.
Why the hell are you here? I got this under control.
You there, keep your hands where we can see him. Draw a weapon and we will fire.
This isn't really a good time. What did you want? Like he helped the envoy we sent? No thanks.
Yeah, this is all kind of Pacer's fault.
Then he should watch his back. We know for a fact that the envoy made it to their headquarters. Still, if the king's willing to deal with us, perhaps we can work something out. I'll tell my men to stand down.
And thankfully, we can defuse the situation here. Note, if we had accidentally raised a gun, they would have just shot us. So, you do have to be careful in that regard. We will take some of the ammo that these kings have, though, just because. It's free ammo I don't have to pay for. And I'll always take that.
The king just sent a messenger over, saying these guys are off limits. He's probably already heard about what you did here. Looks like you get to be a hero. Enjoy it while it lasts.
So he's not too happy with us. But, for someone who caused the entire thing, you can kind of fucking suck it. Why are you trying to make the town you live in a worse place? I don't understand that.
Lasers, plasma, pistols.
What's up?
I heard all about what happened. Maybe it's time for a little more talking and a little less fighting. You've helped us plenty, so I'll tell you what. Just this once, name whatever you want, and if I can make it happen, it's done. Don't rush it, though. Toss it around in your head a little. You only get one favor from the king.
So, I'll toss it around in my head a little bit before we figure out what I want from the king. He does offer a few things, I believe. I can't quite remember what it is, but it is at least like 4 different things from my memory, if my memory serves correct. Because we're going to mainly buff repair and speech for right now. And also put another 1 into guns. And we do have quite a lot of new perks that I don't believe I've gone over. Shotgun surgeons for a shotgun build. It is really important if you're running a shotgun build because it ignores 10 points of DT, which allows you to shoot through most armor in this game, except for, I think, metal armor and power armor, which is really handy. I think I went over toughness last time. It's just extra DT to you. Commando, I can't remember if I went over, but it's just extra VATS accuracy when using rifles or two-handed weapons. Quick draw, you pull out your gun faster. It's okay. Scrounger's good for hardcore runs, in my opinion. Or if you just like using guns, you get more ammo from containers you search. Sneering Imperialist is kind of a roleplay perk, I would say. It gives you extra damage against like raiders and some of the characters in one of the DLCs. You have more damage and more accuracy against them in VATS, but other than that, it doesn't really give you much else. It doesn't have many speech, if any speech, perks like Terrifying Presence does, or a few other perks get the benefit of being able to use them while talking to people. Stonewall's decent if you're using a melee build. It allows you to not be knocked down in combat, which is good if you're going against explosives or really strong melee users. Strong back allows you to carry more things. Fight power is good if you're doing an independent run, because it allows you to do more damage to people who are of NCR or Legion or Brotherhood alliance and wearing their armor. It's not too much of a benefit. It's extra critical chance and +2 damage threshold, but every little bit helps. Finesse is a cracked perk, especially if you're running a luck build or a critical build, which means you'll be running high luck anyways. It essentially just gives you more luck, which increases your crit chance, which means you're going to be doing quite a lot of damage if you take it. Here and Now's kind of worthless. It just levels you up to an extra level without needing to get any experience. It's just a perk. It's kind of a dead perk. It just gives you an extra level, which you could just do that by playing the game normally. A Misfortune is like Mysterious Stranger in that they both appear in VATS while you're using it. I think Misfortune does more damage but has less accuracy, while Mysterious Stranger does less but has more accuracy. Or one appears more often than the other. I can't quite remember. Nurge Rage is pretty good. It raises your strength to 10, and you get +15 damage threshold when you drop below 20 health. And Night Person is kind of a okay perk if you plan on playing during the night in-game. You get extra intelligence and perception, with intelligence being good and perception not. It's kind of a mediocre perk in my opinion. But for now, we're actually going to take intense training. And we're going to buff our agility to 7, I believe.
Hi.
So, we'll be back to talk to the king later and get our deal from him. But for right now, I think that's we've done a lot in Freeside. We've helped clean up some of the attics that were around. We helped get some new escorts and collected some debts. We created a deal between the followers of the Apocalypse and the Atomic Wrangler to both get them the materials that they needed and help them, fix the stills and all that. And we also just finished the Kings, in which we helped broker peace between the NCR and the Freeside citizens, or at least the Kings and the NCR won't be hostile to each other anymore, which is great for us, great for the area, great for the citizens here. But with that, I think I'm going to leave it there for now. Thank you to everyone who tuned into the stream today. It was really fun. I had a good time. I apologize for the little hiccup we had in the middle there, where I think my OBS crashed. I think that was what the problem was, but we got it fixed. It all worked out, so, I appreciate you for sticking with me if you did. And if you're new here, drop a follow. I appreciate it if you do. It'll help the channel grow. Lets me know that you're enjoying the content, which both I am very appreciative about. But whether you are watching during the day or watching during the night, I hope you have a good rest of the whatever time, and I'll I'll see you next time we stream. Next time we stream, I think we're going to try and get into New Vegas and actually see what the casinos are like. So that'll be fun. But for now, I think we'll leave it. So again, thank you everyone for watching. And,
Hey, man.
I'll see you next time.